Hey guys, it's Devin, and today I have a Taylor Swift Bad Blood inspired makeup tutorial. This video just came out and I think it was really cute and really cool with all the cameos, and I decided to do a tutorial based on the last makeup look that she has on with the red hair. I'll put some pictures somewhere. Yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So first, I'm just starting out by priming my eyelid with some concealer, and don't worry, I moved the camera angle in a little bit. Then I'm just taking a matte cream shade, and I'm applying that all over my lid with just a flat brush. Now I'm taking my Tarteist clay paint liner, but any gel, liquid, whatever type of liner will do, and I'm just painting on the first kind of wing liner that will dictate like the wing shape. Now I'm going in with this slate shade. It's kind of just like a dark charcoaly blue shade, and this is kind of the star of the show. So I'm just starting out by applying that all over the lid area with a fluffy brush, just kind of getting that pigment on there, basically in the shape that I want it. And now I'm just going to take a matte black shadow and a pencil brush and just kind of deepen up that outer corner. And keep in mind that I am keeping the entire shadow in a very like pointed shape, kind of just like a giant wing liner made of shadow. And now I'm going in with a matte taupe shade. This is basically just like a transition shade, and I'm just kind of blending that into the top line of this, so it's kind of making a transition between the shadow and where my highlight will go. And now I'm just taking a basic black eyeliner, and I am going to line my entire waterline all around my entire eye, so all the way into the inner corner as well as tightline my eye, which looks horrifying. And so now I'm taking this shimmery nude shade, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner, and this is something that I think is very key to the look. And I'm just taking that same blending brush with no more product added and blending some more. And now I am taking that pencil liner, forgot what it's called, and I'm just dragging that under my waterline, just along my lower lash line. And then I'm just taking a really small like detailer brush, and I'm kind of blending that out and then dragging the point into a wing. Now I'm just going back in with my Tarteist clay paint liner, and I'm just, you know, painting on a wing now. And I'm going to carry this all around the eye. This is another like key part of her look, is it's very dark, very smoky. So I'm just going to give myself a nice like thick wing, and then I'm going to continue it onto the inner corner, but I will let you guys in on a little secret. I take this off later in the video, which is why I'm not showing you much of it, and then I'm going to reapply it because I have very sensitive and watery eyes. And my eyes were just not having it that day, so I figured I would save it for last and put it on at the end. And then I just took a tiny bit of that matte black shadow on a little pencil brush and kind of deepened it up to make that inner corner pop a little bit more. And now I am adding a highlight, so I'm just using that first cream shade from the palette that I used all over the lid, and just applying that all over my brow bone, and then I'm going to blend it all together. And like I said, slate is, you know, the star of the show today, so I'm taking that on another small detailer brush and completely going over basically all the places that I put eyeliner. This is just going to kind of make it look more cohesive, and it's just going to like deepen up the look some more, and then I'm just kind of going around the perimeter and blending some more. And now I'm using a tiny bit of the matte black, right, you know, just a little bit to deepen it up a little bit more. I know, it's a lot of layers. And then I just took a clean blending brush and just did some more blending. And now I'm moving on to mascara, so I'm just applying one basically really thin coat onto my lashes, because I'm going to be using false lashes, so I wasn't really that focused on it. And then I did want to make sure I coated all the bottom lashes though, just to bring some more depth and dimension into that look. And this was a point where I realized that my inner corners were just not having it with all that stuff that I put. But I just kept trekking and added my false lashes. And then I'm moving on to the face, so just slathering some primer basically all over the face, because I'm kind of going for a very like perfect, flawless face kind of look. And then I'm using my color correcting concealer palette, and I'm using the green all over like the redness on my face because, you know, color theory, that's a thing. And then I used a little bit of the peach around the green shadows around my mouth and some yellow under the eyes, but I don't really think the yellow did much. And now I'm just blending that out with a flat foundation brush. And like I said, we are going for a perfect, flawless face, so I'm using my Maybelline foundation mixed with 2 of my CoverFX custom cover drops just to give it a little bit more coverage. And you see my mother walking in the background because, you know, she just thought that was a great timing. However, do you see her? Okay, now let's continue. So I'm just basically placing this sloppily all over my entire face, and then I'm just buffing it into the skin with like a really dense buffing brush. And then I'm just using a really small stippling brush to kind of get those trouble spots that I couldn't get with the big old brush, you know, the drill. Just making sure my face looks good. And now I'm just going in with my brow pomade, and I'm going to fill in my brows per usual. And then I'm going to make myself look really angry so I can fill them in properly. And then I'm going to repeat that process on the other eyebrow. And now I'm going to contour, and can we talk about the fact that my contour shade is shattered? Look at it! Oh my gosh, I need to repress it, but anyway, I'm just using an angled blush brush to give myself some more defined cheekbones. You could also see she had kind of like bronzy glowy skin, so I wanted to, you know, do that on my face. So I'm going along my nose a little bit as well as my cheekbones, and that's basically it. And she had a very gold highlight on, so for that I'm using my Colourpop Wisp highlighter, and I'm just applying that with my finger, not on my finger, and just rubbing that all over the tops of my cheekbones, you know, just to make myself look all sparkly and pretty, I guess. And then I also put a little bit on the end of my nose, the very tip of my nose, and then my cupid's bow, and right under my bottom lip. Totally forgot to mention that at some point I did actually take off my inner corners, so now I'm going ahead and reapplying that, and I'm using the Tarteist liner. But like I said, if you have sensitive eyes, I would definitely wait until the end, and I quickly learned that. But yeah, I'm just painting it on like an inner corner, you know, just look at it. You can see what I'm talking about. I did not have a red in the exact shade that she used, so I'm actually mixing 2. I'm using Gash and F-Bomb. F-Bomb is the brighter red and Gash is the darker red, and I'm just lining my lips with a lip brush and a bit of Gash. I said that funny. Gash. And then once I finished lining those and filling them in a bit, I just like rubbed a little bit of F-Bomb on my lips, that brighter red, and then I went in and mixed it with a bit more of the deeper shade, which was already on the lip brush. Like so. Do you see it? Now you see it. So yeah, that's basically how I got that lip color. And there you have it. Now you can go out in your awesome makeup and destroy your enemies with your awesome female squad. And then here you can see me comparing myself to the beautiful picture. That's great. So that completes this tutorial. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook, or check out my blog. All of those links will be in the description bar as well as at the end of the video. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because it makes me happy. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. So I'm basically going to do these how I do all of my first impressions. So I'm going to periodically like check in, you know, and see how it's been wearing.